I'm talking about Roquan Smith doesn't have a governor. He plays linebacker.
Oh, yeah, okay,
But he
gotcha.
plays really
Gotcha.
fast all the time.
Gotcha.
Now, speaking of Roquan, how is he physically right now? He's like he's gotten a bit bigger than what he was.
He has gotten a little bit bigger. And, you know, the biggest thing with him is going to be staying healthy for his size. And he's playing fast out there. And that's very pleasing to see. He's taken on a little bit more leadership role, and he's got a lot of ability. He just got to continue to work the same way.
All was fine with Rochester after it looked like he came off for a little bit yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't notice that. He probably got tired. He tends to get tired. So I don't know of any injuries. He just, you know, might have been something to do with his shoes. I couldn't tell you.
Is there shoes problems out there for y'all?
There are problems when they wear their high school shoes.
Well, how about
We corrected that, by the way.
how about Shaqiri? I saw him on the bike. Is he dealing with it?
He got a little bone bruise. I mean, he's gonna be fine. It's just it's really a painful injury for a couple of days, and he didn't have all his flexion, so we think he'll be day to day, but back soon.
Kirby, Reggie Carter wasn't present while we were out there, and there were a few guys out there that were kind of late. But was that an injury issue or something else?
Student athletes.
Right.
We're student athletes first. They are in the middle of finals,
Gotcha.
so we're taking finals.
Got time for two more?
Kirby, I don't know if you've gotten this far down the road yet, but Isaiah McKenzie on kick return, punt return, he's such a dynamic talent, but he hasn't always returned punts, didn't return many kicks last couple of years. Have y'all thought about how you're going to handle him?
Yeah, we're at an open competition there. I do think he's a dynamic player, like you mentioned, but we're having an open competition. I think he's a better punt returner than he is a kickoff returner, but he's good at both. Reminds me of when I was at Alabama, we had Javier. He was not a great kickoff returner, but he did return them, and it's a little bit how Isaiah is. He's taking a lot of ownership and doing things the right way, and the biggest thing with him is he's explosive, but he's got to have ball security, and that's the most critical factor for him to protect the ball.
When you talk about your depth and at tailback behind Nick and those guys, and there's like I think he's number 24, a walk-on or somebody there. Can you talk about who that is? And
Yeah, so first of all, we got Brendan Douglas, who's played a lot of snaps here. He's been playing, it seems like, here forever. Since I've been watching Georgia, he plays a lot. He's very steady, he's very dependable, he does a good job. Tay Crowder's another guy that's competing right there and fighting his tail off. He's done a good job. The two young guys, I'm going to reserve judgment on those guys because I don't, Brian and Elijah, I haven't got to see enough of them to know. I know Elijah's got the right kind of intensity, and he plays with the right attitude and demeanor, and he's picking things up quickly, but we haven't seen enough to know. They've never put a pad on at the University of Georgia yet, so I'm not going to have them ready. And then the young kid is Prather Hudson, the kid that we brought in from Brookstone in Columbus, who has done a phenomenal job in summer workouts and really competes hard, and I think he'll be a good player for us.